Morning, everybody. It's Lynn from Summer Planning. How are you? Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Here, these are like little fireworks. Happy New Year. It is January 1st, and it's the start of a new year, which means the start of a new planner, and I'm so excited because I've been looking forward to use this planner since it came out, which was like, what, June? So, the planner that I chose to use for this year, well, I mean, I've chosen a couple, but this is going to be my main carry planner. So this is the one I'm going to take with me wherever I go if I need to, or, do my quick little notes or whatever else I'm doing at the time. So the reason why I decided to go with the mini is because it's small, I can fit in my purse, and I have a couple of planner covers that I can put this into, and I won't have to worry about marring up the cover too much. The issue with this one, though, is this actually was a July start, and it goes to July of 2020. So I did have to modify it. I changed the rings out, so I did the small, I have the small gold, the mini gold plastic rings on this from the original ones. They were like this, like, kind of like a light pinkish color, and I just didn't really like them. They kind of remind me almost of like a salmon color. So I took those out, and then the other thing that I did was I did this little sticker. I did a video of like the planners that I was planning to use that you'll see in my videos list if that's something that you're interested in, if you're just seeing this for the first time. So basically how it came was it came like this, and then it started with July of 2019. So what I did was I'm keeping this page here because it's got 2020 on it. Let me get back to that. So it's got 2020 on it. So because that's there, I'm going to leave that there to make it easy. I'm just going to ignore this. And then I'm starting the year here. Let's see. July is when I made the changes. So what I ended up doing, let me get that stuff out of the way, is I took my like a gel ink pen and I covered up the 19, and then I took a white gel ink pen and just wrote in 20, and then I used stickers that I had from, I believe these are from Agenda 52. They're just number stickers, and I renumbered into all of the 6 months. The other thing that I did was I went through and I took the numbers and I just did my whiteout on all of the days of the numbers. So I'll have to go through and renumber, but that's easy enough. I can either use a pen or I can use a sticker. It's not really a big deal. And then any days during those months that had holidays, what I did was right here, you can see that technically on in July of 2019, 4th of July was actually on a Thursday. So what I did was I just took some sticker paper and just covered it up, because what they did with this planner in particular is that they actually made the specific, significant days, they made them just a different shade. So instead of white, it's like an ecru or a cream color. So I just covered that with some sticker paper. And basically that's how I prepped this for use in the year of 2020. And I did that for every month. And I decided to go with black background stickers because I felt like it matched the borders pretty well. So that's kind of my thought process or my rationale for using that. And again, you can see like Labor Day, I covered up. Memorial, oh cripes, I can't remember what day this is. Might be, I don't know. I think it's Indigenous Peoples Day, maybe? Same thing with like Halloween and Veterans Day and all those other holidays. I just had to cover them up with my sticker paper. So that's kind of what I did for that. And I think that's actually fine. I mean, I don't think it really takes away from the planner. And again, having the black numbers, they match the black border. So I don't think it's that much of a standout. And then obviously you see the Hello January page, because this is supposed to technically be 2019. So maybe what I'll do is I might take this and flip this and just put this on the back. And then when December comes next year, oh my God, next year, at the end of this year, I'll just take it and put it back for paint, for planning. But I kind of feel like just leaving that like that, and it really doesn't bother me. So there's a couple of things that I'm going to be adding to this. Being that it's on the mini rings, there's really not much room to add a bunch of stuff, and I'm more of a chunky planner kind of gal. But if I want to use this in the covers that I have to keep it on the mini rings, which is kind of a super bummer. But with that being said, I have some stuff that I'm going to add to my planner. So a couple of different things. I've got some of these sheets. These are from the Glam Girl set, and I thought they were really cute. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put these in the back of my planner, and so that if I'm planning the day before or if I'm planning that morning of, and I know that there's some things that I have to do, like appointments and stuff like that, I can just jot them in really quick instead of trying to fill in the day. I went back to the horizontal as opposed to the dashboard layout. I really loved the dashboard layout. I really liked the way it looked, but I did find that my life just isn't that busy for me to use it, and I felt anxiety every single time I tried to fill in stuff, and I felt like I didn't really like the way it looked, and I couldn't really gel the ideas together, like from one page to the other. And then these pages where they had just the days of the week, which was perfect because they're so tiny, they just didn't, like, I just feel like I either didn't have enough stuff to write to fill it in, or I had too much stuff to fill it in, and I just couldn't find the space. So I decided to go back to the horizontal for no other reason other than that's what the style came in. So with that being said, that's why I'm using this. I think what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to, and obviously you can see I haven't even decorated this week, but I'll probably split it up into thirds. So this will be my AM, this will be my afternoon, this will be my PM, or this will be AM and PM, and then this will be just for decoration. Or maybe I might put like a little tracker or something. I haven't really figured it out. I feel like for me, I need more of like a consistent, like, I feel like for me, I need more consistency. Like I need to know that this is where this is going to go. This is where this is going to go. And then I just fill it in. So I think what I'm going to be doing the next month or so is at least trying to figure out like, how am I going to fill this out? How am I going to use it effectively, and how am I going to make it work for me? So I think that's kind of where I'm at right now. So I thought that these would help because they'll help to kind of keep me on track. And then these are just some blank note pages. These came out of one of the Happy Notes books, one of the original ones that came out like a year or two ago, and they were on sale at Michael's. They were like 99 cents or no, not 90, excuse me. They were like $3.99 or $2.99, and it was this, and it had the ice cream popsicles, or like the ice cream cones and the popsicles on it. So I just got rid of the covers and I kept this because this is what I use for like drawing paper or, note paper. So I was going to add a couple of sheets of that. So there's that. And then a couple of other things I'm going to do is I actually have been like really big into like watching the bullet journal videos. I just can't get enough. I just think they're so creative, and I just love the ideas of what they come up with. And it's just so talented, and I have no drawing ability. So I decided I'd do a couple of things and just kind of get that bullet journal feel, but actually really not commit to like a full bullet journal, because I know that I just won't do it. I will get super frustrated. I'll hate the way it looks, and I'll just stop using it. So I made a couple of things. I made a bunch of sheets together. And so this will be like my bullet journal sections. It's just kind of something to keep me occupied and have some fun with. So I made a January mood tracker. So I just took some alphabet stickers that I have. I think I got those from Hobby Lobby. And I just drew like little kind of like fireworks, and each firework represents a day. And then because I got those mild liners a couple of days ago, oh, sorry for the sun. Because I got the mild liners a couple of days ago, I decided that when I come up for each day, I'll take a mild liner, and each day will be colored, hopefully the same color. Hopefully they'll all be like good happy colors, but I'm sure there's going to be a couple of average or angry or sick in there. So that way I'll just kind of design it, and that way I'll see what the mood, what my moods were like in the month of January, because I think I need to start keeping track of that, because as I'm getting older, I find that I'm becoming more irritable, and I don't know if it's just like hormonal fluctuations or what, but it might be a good idea to start keeping track of it. So I have joyful, happy, silly, sad, lonely, depressed, sick, tired, and boring, sick, tired, and bored, average, normal, and good, or angry, irritated, and annoyed. Some days there might be 2 or 3 colors. It just kind of depends. Like I've said, I've noticed that there are days when I'm fine, and then one little teeny tiny thing will happen. Like I'll be driving in my car, or someone says something to me, and I just completely turn into like super angry person mode for no reason. So it'll be interesting to see how that turns out. The next is, this is blank because I'm not really sure what I'm going to add to it. I might use this for like a walk tracker, or like a daily steps tracker. In that case, I can just write down like the date and then just the steps. I'm not going to get all crazy and decorate it. These are my goals for 2020, and I just thought it would be kind of nice to add a goals page. So these are some stickers from the from the journal sticker set. And then these are stickers from the Miss Maker accessory set. And this is from the Simply Lovely sticker book. And so all I did was I put those stickers down and I connected them. I just took like a little marker and I just connected them. And, you know, my goals, which are very small, they're not really a lot, but, you know, they're goals that I'm going to try to work on this year. So this year I'd like to try to read at least 20 books for fun, not like school books, but like just like The Handmaid's Tale, and finish that, and finish the book The Shining. I mean, I have all these books that I've started that I haven't finished. So that's my thing, is I'd like to really read at least 20 books. I'd like to establish some sort of an exercise practice. That doesn't mean I'm going to be hitting the gym 5 days a week. It just means like maybe today I can go for a walk. Maybe tomorrow I can try some yoga. Maybe the day late, you know, maybe a couple of days from now, maybe I could, you know, go to the gym, or maybe I could try cardio, or maybe I can try kickboxing class, or maybe I can try a Zumba class. So it's just something to establish some sort of an exercise practice. It doesn't have to be crazy, and I'm not going to beat myself up about it if I don't do it, but I'm going to try to make the concerted effort to try to do something. I'd like to knit 4 projects. It doesn't have to be big and they don't have to be little, but I'd like to start and finish 4 knitting projects, because I have a habit of starting things and it's really cool and I'm like super into it, and then like halfway through I just put the needles down and then I have no idea where I left off. So then I have to take the whole thing apart and start all over again. And usually the pattern that I picked out to do the first place didn't really, I mean, now I look at it, I'm like, what was I thinking? So that's the other thing. So my other one is to get back into photography. I used to take a lot of pictures. I used to love taking pictures. I used to like taking pictures of like me and my friends. I used to like doing landscapes. I'm not a professional photographer. I've never claimed to be. It's just a hobby that I really enjoy. I'm not interested in trying to like make money or do anything like that. It's just for my own pleasure, my own happiness, and it's just a way to get me out there more and take advantage of the beautiful scenery that we have here in the state of Maine. And the next one is to complete this cross-country race on a scooter. It's called the Cannonball Run, and that's going to be starting today. I'm going to start planning for it. It's going to be expensive, it's going to be time-consuming, and it's going to be 10 days riding on a 2-wheeled scooter on back roads across the country from Maine to California. I'm not sure yet. I might do a separate YouTube channel to just talk about that. That's not really something that I think planners, I don't know, I just don't really necessarily think I need to combine that with this channel. This channel specifically geared towards planning and planners and tips and tricks and, you know, just things like that. So those are my 5 goals, and we'll see how they go. I don't anticipate that I'm going to complete them all this year, but the only one that I'm really hoping that I'll see through to the very end is to complete the Cannonball Run, because that's something that I've always wanted to do. It's an endurance test. It really pushes the limits of a scooter, and it really kind of really pushes you out of your comfort zone, because traveling over 4,000 miles on a teeny tiny 300cc scooter can be a little frightening at times. So that's my goals. So we'll see how that goes. So then what I did was I just made a future log, and it's kind of ugly, but I'm just going to run with it. And basically, it's just like what you see like in any of the bullet journals. They do their months, and then all I'm going to do here is I'm going to write down important dates, birthdays, anniversaries, any trips that I might be taking. The Cannonball Run's obviously going to be in this box, and that's basically all I'm going to worry about that month. Things like that. The next one is going to be the 2020 photo of the month. So each month, each day at the end of the month, I'm going to go through my camera photos, nothing fancy, and I'm just going to pick a photo that I feel like kind of sums up the month in one image. And then what I'll do is I'll print them out either on my Sprocket or my regular home printer, because I can print smaller images. And I'm just going to paste them in, and I'm just going to connect them just like I did with this. I'll just take my gel pen and just connect them so it looks like they're on a string. I was thinking about just drawing the images in, but I don't know how big the pictures are going to be, and I didn't really want to make these boxes and not have the pictures fit or have them be too small and it'll look kind of silly. So I figured I'd just put the pictures in and then just start my connection chain, and hopefully I'll have 12 photos of the month. 12 photos on these 2 pages to kind of signify what the year was like. This is going to be my book list, or my book reading list. This came out of the journaling cards, the journaling accessory pack. So it's just a journaling card. I had to trim it down a little bit to make sure it fit. So all I did was I took some stickers. These are from like the journal stickers. This is from the wellness. This is from the digital detox. This is from digital detox. And I just put them in there. And what I'd like to do is I'd like to write the book titles in here. I don't necessarily think I need to write the book titles in here because, first of all, they're really small spaces, but I can just write the titles here. It's not going to be neat and pretty. I'm just going to write the title in and just kind of show that I've read some books, and then we'll see how that goes. And then this is to keep track of the days that I call out of work because we have a rolling system, and so it's just a good way for me to kind of keep track. I didn't do too bad. I only called out 4 times last year, so I thought that's pretty good. That's still below the allotted amount, so I think that's pretty good. So that's going to be added in somewhere. And then this is going to be my budget planner, and I did try this last year, and I kind of succeeded with it, and I kind of failed. So I'm going to give it a shot again. I made some modifications though, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this page because this will just show me where my budget section is in this planner. And then what I have is my little storyboard that I've made from last year, and I really like it. And this is the little sticker that I made a couple years ago. It just makes me laugh because it was all the sticker pages I was going to put in a binder, in my binder system, which is still actually working with me, believe it or not. It still works okay. So I took all of my sticker pages, and then I just put down here, non-planner people. So just how many sticker books do you own? And then I just put 1. So, because technically it's 1 sticker book. So I just thought that was funny. And then this is the envelope that I made. So the reason why I have this bottom part empty is so that I can see these things and just kind of remind me, like, don't go broke trying to look rich. Don't overthink it. Just save your money. I'm not sure why there's a St. Patty's Day clover there, but I'll get rid of that. And this is something I need to add to my photo section. And then I have my savings goals. So I haven't decided how much money I'm going to try to save per month. I don't think it's going to be that crazy because, unfortunately, like I said, the Scooter Cannonball Run is going to really kind of diminish. It's going to hit me hard. So I'm going to try to save some money, but we'll see how it goes. I'm just not ready to commit to a total yet. And so then I have my bill pay checklist. This came with the budget planning pack, and I'm probably going to have one in each month section. And then what I have are monthly pages. So what I did was I actually just put an original Happy Planner mini monthly calendar page down on my light board, and I just copied it. So basically what I did was I made my own monthly pages. So I've got January all the way through to the end of the year. The other thing I did was each month we get paid every other week. So for each month I did sticker what the paydays were those weeks, those Fridays, so that I could kind of keep track, and it'll help me plan out what bills need to be paid and when. So I did that for the entire year. It was pretty easy. It was a little time consuming, taking my marker and my ruler and lining everything up, but I have a master sheet that I made. So this is my master sheet. And so now, and you can see where I messed up, but this is my master sheet. So this is the back side, this is the front side, and now what I'll be able to do is I'll just be able to make monthly calendars whenever I want. I'm a big fan of the monthly calendars. The new planner setups that they have, which are really cool, which are like they're like the monthly. It's like my dream, my Stay Wild. I like this setup a lot, and I know that they have them in the minis. I didn't realize that they did until just recently. But, they have the whole monthly, which is fantastic. And then they just have this stuff, like habit trackers, note to self, some priorities, jot it down. And then they have the daily tasks. And I like this because this doesn't seem so intimidating to me. Like, I don't look at this and go, oh, geez, I got to, every week I have to decorate. I really like this because I don't have to decorate it as much, because I feel like sometimes having to decorate every week, it gets a little too much for me and it's a little too overwhelming. So it's kind of nice that way. So next year I might, if I decide to stick with the Happy Planner, I will probably, oh, look at how I scratched it up. I will probably go with a mini in that style. That's kind of what I'm thinking. And so then on this back side, I was just going to write down credit cards that I have that are paid off to kind of be a gentle reminder of like how far I've come and to keep going to pay down my credit card debt, which coincidentally isn't that bad, which I'm very lucky about. So that's going to be my budget section. Oopsie. I need that. So that's going to be my budget section. And so I'll have like a little Ujo section, which is kind of fun. I'll have my budget section. Ooh, I'm going to add that to my January. I don't know about you folks, but I need to get my bills in order, so that's what I'm going to do after I shoot this video. So I'm going to go through and look at all my bills and write down my due dates. And then I was just going to add some embellishments. I have my little clippy pen, which I really like, so I was just going to throw this in there, so I'll always have a pen with a planner. And then, depending on what cover I use, I might use some clips or not, or I might not. Sometimes I find that having clips on here, when I put them in some kind of a protective planner cover, it always kind of makes a mess, or, you know, you lose them or whatever. So the two planner covers that I have that I'm considering right now are the cute little gold pen and beer from Walmart. It's a lot of fun. I have my current planner in there. As you can see, it's pretty depressing. There's no stickers. There's no decorations. I mean, yeah, it's pretty sad. So, bye-bye. I mean, obviously I'll save my planner covers because I love that cover. So I might use this. And I like this because I can put a pen in here. If I wanted to put like a notebook or something, I could for just scrap paper. And then if I wanted to really slide some cards in here, I could. And I can just take that with me. I feel like I like the gold a lot. I feel like it might be a little too flashy right now. The other one I have is the old standby, which is the Kate Spade. I took the rings out and I added a little L charm to it. But all I did was I took the rings out and I added some stuff just because I didn't want to lose these things. I wanted to keep them here. And I thought this would be kind of nice to try out for a wallet because you can put money in here. I can put my credit cards in here and then I can fit my planner in here. The only thing that bums me out is that I can't use like the classic rings, and so I can't really stuff it. So, you know, you keep them on the mini, and then you gotta close it this way, and then you just zip it up. Whoops, that was dumb. That was dumb. I was pulling on the wrong thing. And then you just zip it shut. The nice thing though is because I'm going to be taking out all of those months, all of those extra months, and fitting only these things in. It shouldn't be as thick, which is always a good thing. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll probably just go with the Kate Spade, just because it's protected and it's easy to carry, and I can just walk around the store with it. It's not so flashy. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a majority of the months out. I can't decide what I'm going to do. I think I'll probably go with 2 months at a time and just see how that goes. So I'll leave the Hello March in there because that'll be a great way to jot down. That'll be a good place to jot down like if something's coming up. And then I'm going to get rid of all of this stuff. So with that being said, what I'm going to do is I'll probably speed this up as I'm pulling it apart, and I'll put it together and I'll do a quick little flip through, and then we'll be done with this. So you can go on and watch some more planners. So let's do this flip through so that you can see what I did, and then you can get on to more planner videos because there's some really good ones out there. So this is the cover. I can't remember what it's called. Not Homebody, and it's not Farmhouse, but I can't remember. But I saw this cover and I just fell in love with it, and I just loved the designs on the inside. I liked that it was darker, and I love the floral. So I ordered this from Joann's online probably back in like May maybe or June. So what I did was I took my Cricut and I just wrote my name out and I cut it out on adhesive vinyl. And then here is the years, 19 and 20. And then what I did was I took the end page out of the December, because technically it's December of 2019, and I just put it here and I just attached it with this little clip. I don't know if this little clip is going to stay. I don't know how it's probably going to hit the top of the planner that I have, that I'm going to be putting it in the planner cover, the Kate Spade, so I might have to take it off. If so, I have a regular paper clip right here. And then it just goes right into the months of January and February. These months did not need to be redone because they're for 2020. And then it goes right into Hello March. So if I need to add some dates here, or if I need to jot some notes down about what's coming for the following month, I'll have it. I will not be putting any school-related work in here. That's what that other planner is for. And I can do I think I did a flip through of it already, but I'm not. So then it's going to go straight into my budget section. I did some of these things just kind of like inspiration. I don't know if it's going to stay. It might not. And I put the envelope in here, so if I wanted to like keep track of like receipts or something, anything that I want to put in there. So it's an envelope that I made last year, and it actually is holding up pretty well. I mean, you can see it's starting to get a little tattered and torn on the edges, but it's still doing okay. My savings tracker, I still don't know how much I'm going to try to save up this year. I was kind of thinking about doing the 52-week challenge. And if I do, I'll just be able to keep track of like every month my totals, which is what I'll do here. Is this will be total monthly, and then this will be, maybe I'll change that, and then I'll put, you know, my year end number to see like how much did I actually save. And then it goes right into, because I glued those two together. So then it goes right into the months that I made. And again, I marked all of my paydays, which coincidentally we're getting paid this Friday, which is awesome. And then monthly, I will have all of the bills due, when they're due, their amount, and whether they've been paid, and then I will actually indicate that on here. I feel that I'll probably use this more than I will this expense tracker bill pay checklist. And so that's for the entire 12 months. I have the whole entire year in here because it's not a very thick amount of stuff. And then I have this from the Miss Maker set. I don't really know if I like it because this kind of drives me bonkers, but you know, I like it because all you see is this, and that'll keep track of where my Bujo stuff is. So then I've got my January mood tracker, my goals. This is still blank. I'm not sure what I'm going to put there. My future log, photo of the month, my book reading. And then it goes into my spare pages. So my spare pages I will take out and use as needed. And this will be kind of fun. Like I have an appointment today. I might be going out to lunch with some friends. So it'll help me kind of fill out and keep track of my day. Some stuff that I want to do this afternoon, this morning. Like I got to take the tree down. So it'll be nice to kind of plot out my day. And then I've just got some blank note pages here. And then I'm just back to the back cover. And so this is not too thick. And this should fit in the Kate Spade planner pretty easily. And again, the only thing I'm kind of questioning is whether or not that's going to be an issue. So I guess we can give that a try. So I have a couple of planner clips in here already. My Wonder Woman one that I've made a long time ago when I first started planning. And then this one was given to us when we did a Southern Maine Planner Girls meetup. And I just think it's so cute, and I just love it. And then I have my little snowflake because, you know, it's been snowing. And then this is a lapel pin from the Mutter Museum at the College of Physicians in Philadelphia. It's an amazing place, and if you ever go to Philadelphia, you should go to check it out because it's got medical oddities, and there's just a lot of medical history. So if that's kind of your bag, then that's the deal. That's the way to go. Oh, I forgot about these. So I've had a couple people ask me like what these are, and these are for real just giant fasteners. That's all they are. They're just really big. And so what I did was I filled the holes up, the holes that the binder comes attached to. I just popped this in and then I just bent it. I don't know if I can actually. Yeah, they're like super flat and they're like nice in there now. But they just carve up the holes, which is nice because I've seen people, you know, some people do like washi or some people just leave them. And I don't know, I had them kicking around. I don't know how, I mean, I've probably had these about 20 years for real. So I figured why not use them. So let's slip this little fella in here. Let's see how she looks. Oh, I might be able to actually leave that in there. That'll be kind of nice. And so this is my tool. This is my rose gold one, but I do have a black and gold one that I'll probably use. I like this one though because it's a ballpoint, and the other ones that I have are gel. And I'm not gonna lie, I think the gel pens are nice, but I really like ballpoint pens better. I know, I can't believe I'm admitting that. I know a lot of people hate ballpoint pens, but I don't know. You get a nice ballpoint pen and the world is good. So, and then I was thinking about adding some of these things. Like these are from the Sephora pin collection that came out like 2 or 3 years ago. All I did was I got these pins were already set up from other planner clips that I got at Michael's. They were like in their little hot buy section, like super cheap. So what I did is I took the sticker off, which you can see, and I just literally took my pin and punctured through and put the pin back on. And so now I have a really super cute planner clip. And there you go. They have a unicorn one that I haven't used yet because it's just too cute. I just can't. But they have the little makeup one. I don't know if these are gonna jive well with the pressure from the, yeah, those are a little too thick. But I can probably go with my little planner girl one. Keep my little planner girl in there. And like I said, I'll probably start using this as a wallet just because, you know, because I can put money here and I can put a couple of debit cards and stuff like that in here. And my pen might be causing a little bit of a problem. My pen might be causing a little bit of a ruckus. Let's see. Sometimes I know some people have taken the cover off because the cover sometimes causes a little bit of an issue, and I'd prefer not to take the cover off because in this page you'll just get beat to crap. So I'm gonna do that. Might take that out and just see how it goes. Just try to close her up. Yeah. There we go. Let's see. Oh yeah, the no spend thing's getting hit. I'll have to trim that off. But there you go. That's it. It feels like it's a little tight. But I think because the planner is so new, not the planner, the planner cover, the Kate Spade cover, that, oh, it's hitting something. Let me see if I can get it there. What was it hitting? Oh, yeah. All right. Well, now that I see what's happening, I think it's that cardboard. My little cardboard envelope, which is fine. Because I will just put that back. I don't know, I kind of feel like this might be causing a little bit of a problem too. Oh, and this is too. Thank God I'm not committed to any of this stuff, huh? I have seen that other people who use these, they tuck their cover in like that, and that actually helps it to close. There, that's better. Let me see if I can open it easier again. Oh, hells yeah. There we go. Maybe it wasn't the pen. Ooh, maybe we can put that back in. I will probably put my black gel pen in because it just looks better. Oh my God, I'm totally taking the struggle bus today. I am on that struggle bus, people. There we go. So, boom, done. So, my gosh, that was like so painful. I'm so sorry. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this, and I would love to see what your planner setup is for 2020. So, and I have been watching a lot of videos, but you know, if I'm on Instagram at Subpar Planning, so feel free to tag me so I can see, because I love looking at people's planners. And I really think that if you've ever thought about maybe doing a YouTube channel, or maybe thinking, oh geez, that looks like fun, but I don't know. I'm like, I have no idea what I'm doing. And I've been doing it. This is my second year, and I don't know how long I'm going to do it, but it's been a lot of fun, and I don't put any pressure on myself. I'm not looking to make income off of my YouTube channel. I'm not looking to, you know, become some sort of a planner influencer, because, you know, there's so many people out there that are already really good at this that I learn from, and it's not really something that I've ever been interested in. I just do it because I like it. It's like a hobby. It makes me happy. So if this is something you've ever thought about, if you ever thought about like putting up a channel or making a video, I use a cell phone and a window. That's it. I don't have fancy lights. I bought this at Michael's, and that was like $3, this fake wood background. But I mean, really, it's not that hard. And if it's anything that you've ever wanted to try or give it a go for it. Set up your camera, set up your phone, and shoot a video. You don't have to load it. Shoot the video and just see what it's like and look at it. And if you think, oh, that's not so bad, upload it. Or if you think, hey, I know I could do a better job, then reshoot it and then try it. It's not going to hurt anybody, and if it doesn't work out, it's no big deal. At least you gave it a shot. So, with that being said, I hope this finds you happy and healthy. Happy New Year to everybody, wherever you are. And remember, you are loved. You are wanted, and you deserve to be here. And don't forget that. So, anyways, take care. I'll see you guys later. Bye. Deuces.